Am I the a-hole for adopting a dog with the same name as my daughter? My wife and I have 2 kids, Christopher 9 and Sadie 12. For Chris's birthday last Saturday, my wife and I decided to get him a dog. He's been asking for one since he could talk, and we finally think that he's old enough to be able to feed and walk a dog himself. My wife and I decided that we would adopt an older dog, not a puppy, and preferably a medium-sized dog that was a female, because I've heard that female dogs have better temperaments. Other than that, it was up to me to pick one when I got to the Humane Society. And when I got there, I immediately fell in love with a 30-pound pit mix with beautiful green eyes. She was just so sweet, and when I saw that her name was Sadie, I thought that that was a sign that she belonged to our family. My wife thought the coincidence was funny too, which will be important later. So I arranged the adoption, and the shelter agreed that we could pick him up last Friday after a birthday dinner for Chris. I pretended like we were going to another place at the plaza, and I parked and came back out with the dog. Both kids were so thrilled, but Chris was more excited than I've ever seen him. Everything was perfect until I told them her name, Sadie. My daughter instantly said that it was extremely embarrassing to have the same name as a dog and started insisting that her brother change it. She kept trying to make him promise that he would change it, and she was already spoiling the birthday gift before we even left the parking lot. So I just told her that we would talk about it later, but this week has been hellish. Chris says that we need to keep the name Sadie because she's 4 years old and she's had that name her entire life. He said she would never rename a 4-year-old human, and I guess he does kind of have a point there. I also think it's cute and funny that they have the same name. But my daughter, for some reason, is mortified by this and won't interact with me, her brother, or the dog. My wife, who thought that it was cute and funny at first, now says that she sees Sadie's point and thinks that we need to change the name. I put my foot down because this is Chris's birthday gift and his choice, so am I wrong? I really don't think it's that big of a deal, and I think the daughter is blowing it way out of proportion. But I think Opie probably should have picked a dog with a different name. Also, I know it wasn't the daughter's birthday gift or anything, but he could have at least asked her if she would have been okay with the name before he got the dog. I don't know. Either way, it's just not that big of a deal, and I think the daughter is being a little bit dramatic, but you guys have to let me know what you think. Peace.